All right, good afternoon, everybody. This is Rick Church, Executive Director of the Ceramic Tile Distributors Association, and we're here at Coverings 2021 in Orlando, Florida, in the Coverings Lounge, and I've got a special guest today, and it's Schannon Yodice, but you might know her as That Tile Chick.
Yes. Hi. Thanks for having me. I'm very happy to be here.
No, it's great to have you, and we just met, of course, so I was interested first to learn that this is your first Coverings.
Yes, my very first time being here.
Yeah. So, what are your first impressions of Coverings?
So far, I've been exploring a lot of the different tile manufacturers back that way. Some beautiful material, some amazing things. I've just made it over here, but there's a lot of energy. There's a lot of awesome people here. Very, passionate about this industry. So it just solidifies my passion.
And it's funny that you use the word passion, because that's the message that kind of everybody that's in the tile industry, they have a real passion for the industry and for tile. And it's not like other industries and other careers, right? It's not just a job. It becomes just a part of you. And so it's very interesting that you use that word. Tell us, when did you start in the industry?
So I started in the industry kind of part-time as a side thing, because I had a 9-to-5 job back in 2017 when me and my boyfriend started our GC business, Atlantis Construction. Long story short, from there, we really could not find qualified installers around us. Everywhere, every time we tried, it was problem after problem. And so it really pushed us into finding more information, and it led us towards, the NTCA and the old school John Bridge forums, where we were able to start networking with key individuals within this industry who had really elevated us and helped us. And, so from 2017 to 2020, I was kind of in the background. And then I knew for quite a while that what I was doing is I used to be an accountant. I really wasn't happy doing that. And, So I really wasn't happy doing that. And then, 2020 came around, and we positioned ourselves at that point within our business where I was like, I can kind of just go right into doing tile, which is what I really wanted to do after all the research that we did and all the information that we found, and for the fact that we kind of found a little niche in our area that it was needed. And a year later after doing it, customers are responding really well, and I'm really happy I did that.
That's really great. A great story. What is your niche?
So we basically, we only install tile. So we downsized from GC to just tile contractors. But we do kind of like a boutique service for clients where if they call us up, we will give them a real in-depth, comprehensive quote, if you will, of their project. And it's everything from prep to kind of design, tile selection to install. And we really try to educate our client. So our clientele is a very specific clientele. They're not just looking for the average everyday install. They really want it to be like an experience, and they want it to be quality and lasting. So that's our niche. It's high quality.
Is it primarily residential?
Yes. We work predominantly for the homeowner. We have been approached by some builders, but we haven't really made a connection there yet, so we'll see.
Great. And I learned just before we came on that you and I both live in the same town, sort of. We're both from Houston.
Yeah, I didn't even know that. That's crazy.
Yeah. So in the Houston area, are there some particular markets where you find the high-end residential work, or is it kind of all over?
You'd be surprised that where you are, what people would pay for a really good job. Like, yes, there are very high-end markets in Houston where you can hang out there, but there's high-end clients that still don't want to pay no matter how much you try to educate. So I just think that It depends on your ability to show your value to that client, because we have customers that are waiting because they got their quote, they know what they want, but they're saving up so that we can do their install. So like we have them on the schedule months later, so that they know they need X amount so that we can do their job.
Yeah, that's great. How do you connect with your customers? How do they find you?
100% through social media.
So, and is that where That Tile Chick comes in?
Yes. So
tell us a little bit about That Tile Chick.
it just started as a way for me to share my journey from leaving 9 to 5 to going into tile, and then it grew into what it is today, which is I just share tips of education, or I'll share pieces of my job that I'm doing, some videos of me installing, and sometimes funny, sometimes lifestyle things, and it just helps connect me with customers in my area, customers maybe who are kind of out of my area, different designers, people who are in my industry. The reach is just infinite.
And do you use a number of different social media platforms, or one primary? How does that work for you?
So my primary platform is Instagram, and then I use Facebook a lot because we have our tight-knit groups on Facebook for industry-specific things, and then I just started like doing TikTok. It's just anytime something new comes out and you have to learn it, you're like, this is so painful, and I'm trying to learn it. I'm trying to get a hang of how that goes. Like, how does the audience respond well on that platform versus Instagram? Because I'm used to it. It's been out for a long time. So I'm trying, and it's just another challenge, another hurdle to get over, but I'll do it.
So I'm not a TikTok user, but I have teenage children. So does that mean we're going to see you doing those funny little dances and stuff on TikTok?
I've considered doing a TikTok dance, but I don't know which one to do because a lot of them are like, I'm like, I can't do that. Like, I'm not, and then I feel funny, like if I'm dancing in front of the camera, like, and I don't know what that has to do with tile. So like to try to mesh that together, But there is some other people on TikTok who do a really good job of what they do in their niche. Like I've seen some, people who are on the news, they're newscasters, and they do like cool stuff on their TikTok. I'm like, I just have to find a way that I can share my niche on TikTok in their short form video way where people are going to engage with it. Right. So I'm probably not with dancing. I mean, it would then be me installing tile to stop to do like a dance, like I'm, on Disney Channel.
Maybe you can create a tile dance of some kind.
Yeah.
So I'm really intrigued by the niche that you've created, and it sounds like it's not just high-end tile work, but it's sort of an experience that you're providing to your customers where you help them with the design and the product selection and the installation to the finished product. How did you, where'd you get your design expertise or love, and tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I am not a design expert. Let me just put that. Anything that I come together with for a design is really based on technical install, right? So it's like I want it to make sense in that form. Like, am I going to get a full tile here or there? Is the shower going to be laid out right? All of those things, or material selection, like not putting marble on the shower floor. Depending. I had a client, we just went on an estimate the other day, and the client wants to put marble in their kid's bathroom on the floor. And I'm like, that's probably not the best idea, but, totally up to you. This is why I don't think it's a good idea. So it's kind of like where design and technical meet, and if they still want to do marble, that's fine. But I gave them the education. So if that happens, I don't want it to be on me. So it's kind of like not really design expertise. I just try to guide them in a way where they're going to choose something that's going to fit their lifestyle, their space, and then we're going to be able to install it to last a really long time. It's not just going to work for the visual. It's going to work for everything.
That's great. And so it's really focused on the function
Correct. That's
Yeah.
the word I was looking for.
Good. So how do you source products?
Basically, if it's not ordered online, we do a lot of online ordering, but if it's not that, it'll be local distributors. And then, of course, we get a couple people who they'll shop at the local box stores and stuff like that. I don't want to say we try to deter them from doing that, but depending on what their vision is for their space, you don't want to tell them, you want to make sure that they understand that there's different levels of quality of product and where to get that. So,
yeah, great. What else do you want to share about your business and your journey in the tile industry?
Well, basically, what I'm sharing on my social media platform is to present my trade and all trades really in a way that it's an alternate career path for a lot of young people. There's a lot to do in this industry. You don't have to just you don't have to be an installer. You don't have to be a manufacturer. You can be there's so many industries within our industry, where you can really find a place. And I think that I went to college, I did that thing. I was an accountant for 8 years. I wasn't happy. But I did what I thought I was supposed to do because of what society thinks and tells me I need to do in order to be quote-unquote successful. But now looking back, it really didn't align with my personality. So yes, I love tile, but I also really love the idea of helping young people find a path to their own success in a different way that might not mean them having to go to college, because it's really not for everybody, and it doesn't determine your success in life. What determines your success in life is your willingness to put in the effort to get there, and that's really it. That's the only thing.
It's a great message, and I'm very impressed with your ability to articulate it. And we have a big workforce problem in the construction industry in general, and specifically the tile industry. And so your message is a way to help encourage people to, get into an industry that is wonderful and valuable and can create meaningful opportunities for them in the future.
Exactly. That's my goal. When somebody sends me a message or reaches out to me and says, I really always consider doing this or that, and you really inspire me to try this. It makes me happy, because if I didn't have support on doing what I'm doing, then I probably would still just be doing something I'm miserable at. And I'm really happy doing what I do.
So accountant to tile chick.
Yes.
If people want to follow you on social media, what's your Instagram? I'm going to show my age here. Is it a handle in Instagram?
Yes.
What's your Instagram handle?
That Tile Chick.
So That Tile Chick.
Correct. And that's on Instagram. It's on TikTok. It's on Facebook. What else do I have? I have YouTube. It's just YouTube is another one. Hard to grow, but trying.
All right. So you heard it here, folks. Follow her on Instagram or Facebook.
Yeah.
And it's That Tile Chick.
Yep.
Thanks so much for interviewing with us today. It's a pleasure to get to know you.
Thank you for having me.